Glory in Decay. The Impressionist Pazzoli's latest piece. I dodged those pesky eyes the whole way here, worried you'd been kept waiting too long. But it seems you've kept yourself entertained. So, the old gentleman was simply hiding from the rain, was he? I see. The Montelli Court. When it rains in Ragusa, surprises are as common as puddles. A delay is only a small splash, calling you here with little explanation and a word of caution. I can only imagine your confusion. The shark in our midst has finally made its move. Recently, several of our partners claimed. Meanwhile, Bennett, our vault keeper, was. I'm not so sure. I've worked with Bennett before. He was principled, bold, but not reckless. Not one to easily betray. And the night he died, he sent a photo to my terminal. A blood-stained page of an anthology, marked with 3 phrases. The meaning is yet to be revealed, but he is clearly conveying a message. All evidence points to Bennett being the key to uncovering the shark lurking in our waters. The Montelli family is a symbol of liberation for Ragusa. As much as I hate to suspect family members, I cannot rule any of them out. You, however, are different. As an outsider who has aided us in capturing the initial traitors, I hope to not be proven wrong, but I feel that I can trust you. My uncle's words were clear. Only those at the table can play the game. To engage with my family, one must have both standing and purpose. So, I offer you a new identity in our upcoming inquiry. Cat's Eye, a provisional member under my patronage. If you wish to join, you must undertake the final assessment and pledge your loyalty to the Montellis. When it comes to family matters, we like to use code names, each tied to a unique token. Mine, for example, is Opal. Opal recommended Cat's Eye. It has a ring to it, don't you think? Also, have you looked closely at your own eyes? They share the same luster as cat's eye gems. Now, Cat's Eye, will you stand with me to catch the traitor within our family and avert this looming threat?
I understand decorum is important to the Montellis, but among friends, can't we be a bit more informal?
What made you say that? Ah, you're curious who I am beyond my role. Is that it? I just might entertain that thought. But for now, my agents just sent me the address of Bennett's residence. While his body has been found, what he left behind is still out there. seems someone has acted faster. Those two, they're my uncle's agents, Sage and Acorn. Yes, we address each other by code names, handy identifiers in a crowd. I'll keep you updated on the family members' code names we encounter, along with any other details you might need. Seems like they are looking for something as well. It's only natural my uncle wishes to retrieve the lost items, but my presence might raise a few eyebrows. Yes, you try and loosen their lips. You talk business with merchants and wine with drinkers. Engage their interests, and their words will flow like a river. As for the rest...
Hey, that's you they're calling.
No, that's both of us. But I don't recognize this person.
Neither do I. Listen up.
Okay, you got the names right. Must be family. Who are you? Cat's Eye. Doesn't ring a bell. Probably one of those new recruits after the Carnival.
So, what do you need? We are just about to wrap up and grab a bite at Margarita's. Still got a lot on our plate today.
Oh, margaritas. Nothing quite like it, huh? And the pizza? Oh, it's a favorite in my circle, too.
Always a solid choice when on the move. Perfect spot for a bit of catching up.
You know, the last time I was there, I heard talk about a thief stealing from the vault. Is that true?
Well, cat's out of the bag now. See that house right there? That's where the thief lived. We came to search for clues.
No, not yet. We've looked everywhere, but found nothing.
To be honest, I doubt we'll ever find them. The thief has probably sold everything off by now. We are short on manpower. That's a needle in a haystack, if you ask me. Well, our boss is the Padrino's son. He has his methods. Our job is to follow orders, not to ask questions. Just do what we're told, and do it well.
That's right. If you spot anything unusual, keep an eye on it. Could be your big break. With a bit more time, I think you'll do just fine.
So, they found nothing, but assumed Uncle wasn't concerned. That makes no sense. Everything that happened recently ties back to the vault. If Uncle wished to protect his position, he'd be quick to retrieve the items and resolve the situation. Curiously, Bennett was last sighted in the vicinity of Liberty Square, where last night I was investigating, but when I brought this up with him afterwards, he didn't seem privy to any detail. As for my search of Bennett's home, nothing of note turned up. I found no spoil. I also asked around about Bennett. The Montelli family is ever generous with wealth and opportunities, welcoming all who aspire to make their mark in Ragusa. Mere profit would never make him betray us. For now, more evidence is required. The entire matter might need to be approached from a different angle. Shh! Hold still. See that man over there, the one that looks like a grey dove? After him, quick! nowhere to run. Now it's time for a proper chat.
These old creaky bones of mine. Did I offend you? Or are you just chasing down every passing soul? Never thought the Montellis would grow so aggressive.
He had no choice but to run. To escape his past and sever any ties with the right, old...
I must admit, you have an annoyingly good memory. It's remarkable that someone of your rank could remember a man such as myself.
I will never forget that stormy night. Nor any of the members who were caught in it.
Sadly, I've no desire to be remembered. To me, Montelli is only a name of the past. There were moments of joy, but they cannot make up for my loss. Now, I only feel tired.
Why go back to what you claim to have left in the past? Unless there's something you can't ignore.
You were standing across from Bennett's doorway, and your clothes are still damp from the rain. You weren't simply passing by, you were watching.
I don't know. To grieve for my last friend in the family? To blame him for being so reckless and greedy? Or to figure out how this fool ended up in such a mess? Hoping to find the lost items and settle his debts, so he may rest in peace. I tried to persuade him to leave with me, but failed. In Raguna's game, the Montelli family has only two options. We either play to win, or are forced to leave with nothing. Every Montelli has a chance at their desires. But what's the price? They stake everything they hold dear. Family, love, faith, principles, and even their life. Now, his ambition and greed have cost him everything.
Most people find acceptance easier than change, as change demands the bravery to face uncertainty. So yes, if the Montellis are to drive the change and push past current barriers, the path ahead will be anything but easy. The family exists, but within the... If you're willing, given your familiarity, you might help us in locating these items.
In that case, you might want to speak to Scarlet Velvet. The leader of a net... And that's it.
We have little choice now. Let's go. We're off to the most reliable source of information in Raguna. This is the place. In Raguna's market.
Anything else I can get you? Or is there a problem with the drinks?
As expected from a Scarlet Velvet informant, you are smart. You mix every drink and pop. So this Scarlet Velvet ribbon.
Leave it to me.
Terminals.
Still recognize me? Found your weak spot.
Ah.
Watch out.
Hopefully this helps.
Blue! Going against wind.
My time to shine.
The end has come. Hopefully this helps. Strike in the shadows.
Listen up. Imitation. You can tell someone was here. Something is strange.
These items aren't exactly rare, but they're not everyday objects.
Going against wind. Huh? I'm a dandelion. My people just reported some initial progress on the terminal repair. Let's go. Our meet-up spot is right ahead.
Lady Carlotta,
Please, follow me. Someone extracted the core data module. This must be what Bennett was trying to tell us before he died. Someone with access to the vault has broken their oath and leaked the data module. Now only Uncle, Grandfather, and I have the clearance to retrieve it. In Renisita, the Order maintains control over terminals, unlike other countries where they're freely traded. My grandfather learned to modify them during his early ventures in the new Federation. Our lantern-type terminal is a modified model. It may look purely ornamental, but it houses the tech modules we've developed. As Scarlet Velvet said, aside from our art dealings, we've been supplying these terminals to resonators at fair prices as part of our discreet business. By doing so, we've broken the Order's monopoly. We've given more people the means to protect themselves in their ventures, giving them choices they didn't have before. The Order is aware of our discreet business, but they turn a blind eye as long as we don't openly challenge their authority. The hefty taxes we pay maintain this delicate understanding. As a result, no family member would ever divulge our terminal secrets, much less allow the modules to fall into the wrong hands. No. We must find the core module.
Carlotta, where are you?
Uncle, may I ask you something first? Before the carnival, the priest showed me your pendant. How did he come by it? And what led to your capture?
Does it matter? All you need to know is that it's handled, and I'm in the clear now.
Were you mistreated? Did they coerce you into doing something again?
Heed my words. Whatever you've uncovered, put it behind you and all will be as it was. No grudges, no consequences, only family. Now, we've had some trouble with the shipment over at Septimont. As the rightful heir, I'm giving you a new order. Take care of it. And I'll pretend none of this ever happened.
I refuse.
Excuse me?
I said, I refuse. I can't act as if nothing happened. I won't let a family member die unjustly, or see our modules fall into the wrong hands.
Don't trouble yourself with the modules. Yes, our family's ambition has led us far, but it's exacted a price paid in blood and tears. What?
I can't believe you just said that. So, you're refusing to tell the truth and reveal the module's location, is that it?
Why do you insist on tearing everything apart? Have you ever thought about what Padrino would say? What others would think of us? I've given you an hour.
Then so be it. Your course is set, as is mine. But mark my words, I will stop you, Mr. Capello. I'm sorry you have to see this side of our family. really. I just wish... No. I did promise I'd try to drop the pretense with you. I may need more time to come to terms with all of this. I don't regret uncovering the truth and exposing the traitor. I'm just saddened that my uncle is the one behind it all. We were meant to be the guardians of our families. Well, wallowing in emotion won't solve anything. Our priority now is to recover the data module. Every moment it's missing puts our family at greater risk. The core module is difficult to carry around. They must have hidden it. The dock Bennett visited used for storage. We need to adjust our strategy. My conversation with Capello will have alerted him. He's likely to move the module sooner than expected. I need to inspect... Can you keep up? They call it a dock, but no ships ever come. Nothing so far. Was I wrong? Maybe this place doesn't hold what we're looking for. Why did Bennett come here then? Or am I too late? Did Capello get here first? And the energy fluctuation. It was going off and on. No, I couldn't have been imagining it. Such a big mirror. Doesn't seem to be made of common glass, but some kind of crystallized energy. Will I find the data module on the other side? Or was all this just a trap?
Hello again. You don't seem very surprised to learn who I am.
Carlotta told me Mr. Pierre always follows her grandfather around. My instincts weren't wrong when I saw you together. It also explains why you seemed familiar when we first met.
What's the term for it? A destined encounter? The universe brought us together, and I happened to take the initiative. It's almost poetic. And you... That's it. I doubt you want more chit-chat. I know you're here for that terminal. Let Pierre inspect it for you, and we can resume our conversation. Remember that painting we discussed earlier? In a fragile equilibrium, the smaller piece is forced to repress its true nature. But I can't simply impose my path upon her. As for those who betray their own blood. However, before I intervene, I want to see her plan take shape. My hand should only be played as a final measure. The old give way to the new. It's the way of the world. But for us Montellis, the courage to break from the past matters far more than clinging to it. So I ask you this favor. When the time is right, give this to her. She'll need it.
It's a little tricky, but you're lucky to have my expertise. This terminal is defunct, but I've retrieved all its data, even the overwritten and isolated bits. The terminal has been tampered with, but nothing was intentionally erased. It seems they wanted to overwrite the data to avoid detection. I can show you. Do you have a terminal? I'll send over the data so you can see for yourself.
I assume you've taken care of Bennett's body.
We dumped him in the Tacit Discord zone overnight. We'll claim he was killed by those monsters tomorrow morning. Sir, are you sure? Are we really going to work with the Order? Have they made you kill one of our own?
We're in too deep now. And Bennett, he knew too much.
Yes.
We all stood to the best way to avoid sacrifice.
What is that?
The family will shield you.
These flashbacks. Could it be from touching that mirror? Energy crystals made into a mirror with pre-made Sonoro inside. A sly trap. This Sonoro, the docks, Bennett's terminal, Duncan. When did it all begin? These masterless echoes have turned hostile. The frequency fluctuations in the Sonoro seem unstable. I'll have to handle them before I can search the area. The stage is set. Can we keep up? Improvise. Brilliance lights the way. Still recognize me? Take this! Now there's nothing else in my way. All these obstacles suggest the answer is likely there. I must investigate that mansion. The way out and clues I need may lie within its... This layout and decor seems strikingly similar to our mansion, just with slight differences. This area, these decorations, the chandeliers specifically, were destroyed during the invasion 5 years ago. Am I truly in the past, or trapped in some...
If you're telling me he's a...
Can you keep up? This craftsmanship.
Fancy a wager? I bet.
All right, time to check the lobby.
Come over, my child.
Sir, are you talking to me?
Yes. Fret not, Carlotta. Come up to the front, so everyone can see you. Today is as my granddaughter, you will now carry the Montelli name. My name.
I knew it. She shares our bloodline.
She is a true Montelli, just like the Padrino.
Puny little thing. Such a nervous look to her.
Isn't she from the lesser side of the family? And a girl at that. Why her? What makes her worthy of the Montelli name?
My thoughts exactly. I failed to see how she could possibly belong to our ranks, let alone carry the family name.
It was you. Recognition. Praise. Glory. Isn't that what you want? Stay here, and you'll have all of that. the exit. Dazzling sunlight. Am I in the court? Have I left that scenario already? Now the question is... how do I leave this place? Leave? But didn't you just follow me here? Cut the nonsense. You were the one who brought me into this scenario. Ugh, fine. But why should I tell you? True, I brought you here. But remember, I am a product of your own making. Your memories, your desires, your fantasies. From this moment on, I am also Carlotta Montelli. We will share the same past, present, and perhaps even future. Don't pretend we're alike in any way. And keep the Montelli name out of your filthy mouth. Oh, right. How could I forget? You worked so hard to earn the illustrious Montelli name back then. And this was your humble abode, correct? A poor little girl from the forgotten side of the family, trying desperately to fit in with the grandeur of her new home, fearing abandonment, and playing the part of a proper lady. You're a star in the ballroom, a top investor at the auction house. I thought you'd be thrilled with what I'm offering you. Acceptance, validation, indispensability. Oh, planning to shoot me again? Don't bother. This scenario is born from your consciousness, and it's also my domain. Since the frequencies here can be shattered, they can also be brought together again. Why not try shooting yourself? Perhaps that will work. Don't be so quick to deny it. If you truly never craved acceptance and recognition, would I even exist? Since praise and affirmation aren't enough for you, I'll give you a chance to prove yourself. Show me how much your sweat and tears are worth. Take this! The stage is set. Still recognize me? Found your weak spot. Nice work. But this is only the beginning. You must be dying to know. Blood debts will catch up with those who have to pay. Storm. Ah, now you remember. I knew you'd never forget. The rain that night never ceased in your heart.
Help! Help! Damn it! This is a trap! They've taken what's ours! In the name of the Montellis, this won't go unpunished.
Did you hear that? Oh, the panic. Quickly and swiftly. Still recognize me? Surrender. You will yield. Can you keep up?
3 key areas have been hit.
Quickly and swiftly. Ramming won't save you. Found your weak spot. Brilliance lights the way. Take this. Found your weak spot. Quickly and swiftly. Glory demands more. Masterpiece complete. Improvise. Ramming won't save you. Is that it? The stage is set. Take this! I'm still standing. Found your weak spot. An eye for an eye. Wow. Look at you with your brilliant plan. So clever. It could have saved us from our... And of course...
Left! You should have gone left. Wait. Or maybe not. Think it over. I told you before. You should take the easier way out.
Wrong. Wrong again. Do you really think you can choose the right path? Stay. Let's get lost.
Do you truly think you are worthy of the Montelli name?
Why are you...
I was worried you might be in danger. Also, I'm here to deliver this. The gun was always there. You earned the right to use it the moment you chose to act on your own accord. Looks like you've made up your mind.
The Padrino's gun never leaves his sight. If he places it within your reach, it can only mean one thing. You've been entrusted with the authority to act in the name of Montelli. Now, whether it fires and where it aims, the choice is mine alone. Still recognize me? The world is mine. Take this!
Swift and resolute. One with the sounds. I sense your weakness. The hour is upon us.
My compliments. Found your weak spot. How did you and I... What makes us so different? Brother, care for a story? Prayer alone offers no salvation. In the face of survival, creed becomes meaningless.
How dare she eat the tribute? Nanny always said that food is for tribute. It's not for eating.
You're a bad girl. I'm telling Nanny.
Who would have thought? She's a Montelli after all. The hall is in chaos. Yet she clings to her weapon. What a monster!
This suits a Montelli well. Repurposing decoration into a weapon, defying indoctrination to chart the course forward. Her blood runs with the same fierce will as ours. Come with me. The family will shield you and open your eyes to a new world. You will rise to become a true Montelli.
I see. So Duncan was in the dark about the real cause. Duncan gave us a rig to Capello. I can empathize. We will never achieve that by...
Hopefully this helps. I sense your weakness.
Don't worry, I've got this.
Blue. Noticing. Imitation.
Swift and resolute. Strike from the shadows. Hopefully this helps. Moment of resonance.
Leave it to me. Listen up.
Leave it to me. Hopefully this helps. No hesitation.
Blue. Imitation. Roll for me. Life is in everything.
Swift and resolute. I sense your weakness. Hopefully this helps. No hesitation.
My time to shine. Let's play hide and seek.
The end has come.
Drumbeat strong, ill fortune gone. Watch out!